Hey everybody, this is Casey. Long time no see. I hope you guys had a fabulous holiday break. I spent mine with friends and family and it was amazing. So now I'm getting back to the business and I wanted to touch base with you guys on a trade potential that I'm looking at. All right, so I want to look at a trade that I'm looking at, but I want to quickly review a setup that I looked at. When was this? Mid-October. So almost 2 months ago, I was looking at AUDUSD, and based on technicals only, I thought that there was an opportunity for a sale. And so I made notes down here. What I thought, I said on the monthly, we're still in a current fib sequence. There's a shallow retracement of a 23.6 and price stalled at the 127. So we have a A, we have a B, we have less than a 23.6 and price stalled at the 2.7. And so typically what we see when this happens, we have at least a pullback to the 38.2, which is the 0.67 level. And I said, if price holds resistance and a swing high is formed at the current 618 retracement level of the down fib, I believe we could see another 615 pip drop to reach the monthly 38.2. Price will need to break the low of 0.7100 for this to happen. And then I said, it looks like price is finishing a flat. I anticipate a move up of another 100 to 150 pips before this opportunity is presented. So in this chart, you'll see that I redrew. So here, based on the original, I drew my stops right at 7461, but then I adjusted it to, what is this? Almost 749, right? So I'm going to go in and we're just going to play it back. And so we see that price did come up to 7556. So it actually went a little bit further than what I thought. However, we did get the move to the downside that I was looking for. And so my first target that I was planning on was here in the zone of 7.5, 7.66. And it looks like we're getting a lower drop than what we got the first time we touched base here, right? And so I just want to do an analysis and a breakdown of where I think we may be and what potentially we could see happen in the coming weeks with AUDUSD. Now, this analysis is solely based on technicals. I'm not looking at fundamentals. If you want to look at fundamentals, you can do so. Websites that we use is Trading Economics, and within our mentorship group, we give a very detailed breakdown of that. Okay, so I'm going to go back over here to my Smart Trader. That's the platform that I will be using today. If you're interested in it, you can click the link below the video and you can try it out for 30 days for $4.95. Okay. And for those of you who may be new to the channel, I say this all the time that I feel like a broken record, but for those of you who may be new to the channel, I'm going to start off how I always start off, just show you guys what I'm looking for on the charts in order to determine how I'm going to approach the market. Okay. So I am drawing out here a 5 candle formation. This is what we call our swing high and our swing low. And those are just fancy terms for this formation. This is considered a swing low, and it's considered a swing low because I got a low center candle right here. I got 2 candles to the left that are higher, 2 candles to the right that are higher. This makes up a swing low. What I also look for are swing highs, and swing highs are merely the inverse. So you have a high center candle, 2 candles to the left that are lower, and 2 candles to the right that are lower. And so I look for these on each time frame because they are high probability areas where price has the potential to reverse. So I'm going to start off on the monthly. Monthly may not give me everything that I need, but it'll give me enough to get started. And I'm looking for those swing high and swing low areas. So here I have I'm going to draw zones. Let me back up. I'm moving fast. I'm going to draw out my zones. And these are the areas that I want to pay attention to because I know price has a high probability chance to reverse or change in these areas. So for this one, I am drawing my zone at the top of this wick, this high center candle wick, because this is a swing high right here, right? So I'm gonna draw my candle at the top of this wick to the top of the next wick, and I'm gonna stretch that across. And for the monthly, I'm gonna turn this gold, right? And so I got my resistance level. What I'm basically doing is going through and finding support and resistance. But in order to find support and resistance, you have to have swing highs and swing lows, okay? So now I'm going to go back and I'm going to draw my monthly support. So I'm looking back to the last area, the extreme low, and I'm going to draw my support level based off of here. So I go from the bottom of the wick to the bottom of the next wick, and I'm going to straighten this out. Let's see. That's kind of thin, but we'll make it work. And then I'm going to stretch it out. Cool beans. All right. So I got my monthly levels. Now that I've done that, I'm going to go through and I'm going to drop down each time frame. And I do a multiple time frame analysis because no matter if I'm a scalper, no matter if I'm an intraday trader, no matter what I am, I need to know what's happening on each time frame. I need to know these key levels so that I can pay attention to them as I'm trading in this market. So I went from the monthly. Now I'm going to go ahead and go down to the weekly, right? And I'm looking for the same thing. So I got a high, I got a low. I got a 5 candle formation here, but that's already included in my monthly zone. So I'm not going to look at that. I'm going to go to the next big drop. I have a drop here, and then we have a pullback. Here, another swing high that is formed. So I'm going to mark this off, and I'm going to mark this area because I want to pay attention to it. Uh-oh. Woo. Child. All right. And then I'm going to turn this to my weekly color, which is blue. Right? I'm going to get this right. I promise. All right. And now I don't have a swing low here. I don't have a swing low right here because I don't have that 5 candle formation. Right now, as it stands, I have a 3 candle formation. It would take 2 more weeks for me to see if I have a swing low on the weekly. So I'm going to go to my next level to the right. That was a level in this area. And I'm looking and I see here that I like this, right? And so I'm going to stretch this across and look where it falls, right? Where we are. This is a significant area. So now I'm going to drop down to the daily and I'm looking for my next swing low and swing high, right? So we don't have a low here yet. I'm going to look to the left to my past lows and looking left, this is an area. This is a swing low. So I want to call this out. Let me zoom in. Uh-oh. Let me zoom in. Stretch that down just a little bit. Ooh. Lord have mercy. My hand is so unsteady right now. Okay. And let me see if I can get this. There we go. And we are on the daily. So I'm going to turn this red. And then I want to look for my next area. This is a potential level of resistance right here. But then I also see this is a potential level of resistance. And I'm going to double check this one just to make sure. I'm going to look on, using my smart tools to tell me. So I'm going to do smart resistance. Yep, it picked it. So this is an area, 73699, and then 743. I think I'm going to highlight this too. Yeah, So that's what I like about Smart Trader too, is the smart tools. Because when I'm unsure, I can double check it, and it always comes in handy. So I'm gonna get rid of this. And then what I want to see is I'm just going to put my fib on this to see where we are. So one of the other tools that I just talked about, the smart tools, is the smart Fibonacci. Now, for those of you who are new to the video and new to the channel, excuse me, I am a heavily based fib trader. And so this tool comes into handy for me because it takes the guesswork out of where you have to place the fibs. And if you don't draw your fibs right, your analysis can be off. Okay. So what I've just done here, I clicked over the last high, and this automatically shows me where we are in the Fibonacci sequence. I don't have to go through and try to do it myself. So looking at this, I am looking at, and I should have drawn something here. I see it now. I'm looking at, let me go back. Let me reassess this because I see something now, guys. I'm looking right here, and I like this. So I'm gonna go from, this is a low that could become potential resistance. And so I'm going to draw that across, and now I'm gonna drop my fib on it. There we go. Okay, so looking at this, this is the current fib sequence. We have an A boundary, a B low, then we have a shallow pullback less than a 38.2, and now we see that price is stalled out. It looks like it's stalled out right around the 118.127, which is oftentimes what we see when we have less than a 38.2 retracement, which is like, if you can see this, you see, so this is the B boundary right here, right? And then we have price pulled up to this level, but it didn't touch the 38.2. So this is still considered a 23.6 pullback. So what I would love to see, and let me zoom this out, because there's a possibility that if price doesn't find support at this level here, what is this, 0.70, we'll call it for simplicity purposes. If it doesn't find support here, we could see price continue to travel down to the 1.618, which is 0.68717. But what I would love to see is price make its way back up for a deeper retracement. Now, typically, we will see, and let me just get this together. Typically, we will see price make a move to the upside and go back and test for a deeper retracement, because it didn't even hit the 38.2. So it could hit the 38.2, then drop off and hit our 6RD extension here. Or we could see, let me lock this in, or we could see price make a move to the upside here all the way and take a deeper retracement down to that 618 area. Excuse me, I was going too far to the 618 of this fib extension before we see a move to the downside here to 68717, right? And let's see the significance of this level. Let me unlock this. And let me go back. Ooh, that's ugly. Let me try to get this straight. All right, so, what I didn't do, and I should have done, let me go back to the weekly. All right, so we know what's going on right here, but let's look at the bigger picture, right? And this is what I did in my last video. A lot of people ask me, like, why do you do, like, why do you do fibs on, like, all of that has already happened? This happened last year. Like, yeah, but from a larger time frame, if I want an idea of what's happening, I need to look at the past in order to determine what's going to happen in the future. So it's the same setup that we just saw right here, right? We have an A on, I'm on the monthly. We have an A boundary, a B boundary. We got a 23.6 pullback, price stalled at the 127. And so typically what we like to see is a deeper retracement before price makes a continuation to this matching extension, which would be 85905. So before that can happen, like right now, we're still at the 23.6 Fibonacci level. So if we get a break of this level, so if price pulls back and breaks this level, then we're probably going to get a retest of the 23.6, and then we're going to see price make a deeper retracement before a move to the upside. So right here, these are my targets for the sale. And let me just make this green. That's my target for the sale. That's the 38.2. And price could stop at the 38.2 and take off. It could come to the 50 and take off. It could go as deep as the 618 and take off. I mean, it could make a full retracement all the way back to the beginning. I think that's unlikely, but you know, you need to know that that's a possibility. So these three levels price could come to and take off to this matching extension here. So when I say that, price could come from up here, hit any one of these three levels, and then continue to its final destination, which would be here. Now, before any of this happens, a couple of things have to happen. Let me go down to the weekly. So, oh, that's ugly. A couple of things would have to happen before this could even, we have to, on the right now, like price is finding support at this level. We have to break this blue level right here, which is the 23.6. And if we break it, then get a retest of this level, like it's price is probably coming to this 38.2. And then you would have to watch and see, you know, before you don't enter just off these levels, you have to get confirmation. And so my confirmation for me is a trend line break, a retest, and price sitting at a significant level. So I wouldn't just jump into buys once price gets here. But this is my thought, that I think we're going to see a deeper retracement. I would love to see it come to the 6685, even greater if it comes to the 623357, and then make its way up. But short term for AUDCAD, I hope what we're getting is a retest of, hold on, let me go back. This is what I hope we might be getting. So I hope we find support here. I hope we get a retest at one of these levels, and then I hope we see a break of this support level. So right now, on a lower time frame, if you wanted to play a trade, and I'm not telling you what to do, I'm just telling you what I would look for, educational purposes only. That's what this is. Do your own research. I've had people telling me, oh, I took the trade you get. Like, I'm not giving y'all trades. I'm showing you how I approach the market, right? You're responsible for what you do. So please do not take anything that I suggest on here blindly. Use it as a guide to complete your own research and figure out what you want to do. So I'm just going to use my smart trend line. I love these smart tools. So I'm going to extend this out. And the trend lines really tell me, you know, what's going on, the direction and the momentum. Uh-oh. Let me go back of the market. This should give me... it don't want to give it to me. So I'm going to have to draw this manually. So I'm going to go from the second touch, which is here, to the next touch, which is going to be here. And look how that lines up. Let me change this down to 1. And then let's go gray. So this is on the 4 hours. So that's still a little bit of ways away. Let's go down to the 1 hour and see what we got going on. I'm gonna go from the touch to the touch. Oh. What's happening? So I went through this touch to the next touch, which is here. We broke through a candle. I thought we were going to get a little bit deeper retracement. Let me see. I wanted my smart fib. So we hit a D extension here. But did price retrace any? A, B. We hit a 618. So it's going up here. And then we'll probably get another test. Bear with me, y'all. Sorry. Okay. So what I think is happening right now is we had, so this was A, this was B. Then we got a pullback to, it looks like just below or just above, the 618. And so price is going to continue until it hits this D extension. Then we'll probably get another pullback and then make our way up. But we got a break of this trend line. So I anticipate that we're going to see price make a move to the upside. And it would be great if we got a break of this level here. I think this is the first take profit if you're trading this, like this area. And then ideally, if all the stars align, this would be the area I would want to see, or not the red level, here is where I would want to see. But I think this is setting up for another sale long term. So that is just the technical side. I hope this was helpful to you. I'll try to do a chart beneath the video, but I encourage you guys, if you're new, dig through the videos. A lot of people ask me, like, I'm new, where do I start? Sign up and get a TradingView account or a Smart Trader account. Get a chart first. You don't need a live account first, and start marking up charts. There is no baby level to start. A lot of people are like, does your mentorship offer, or do you start at the very beginning? It seems very advanced. It seems advanced because you don't know anything about it. So I encourage you just to go through, deep dive. There's a ton of material to watch here on the channel. Take a look at that and just start working. You know, take the initiative and start working. So that's my 2 cents. Again, if you want to try out this platform, you can for $4.95 by clicking the link below the video. And if you're looking for more content like this, I try to do videos pretty regularly, but with the holiday break, that did not happen. But I try to put up analysis videos and take you guys through a detailed step-by-step analysis of what you can expect. So subscribe to the channel, check out the mentorship opportunity. Stay tuned. If this video was helpful to you, give it a thumbs up. Otherwise, I will see you on the next video, and I hope you are having a fantastic day.